We need to prepare for fossil fuel constraints. A lot of you have heard about peak oil. We're past peak natural gas production already in North America, and that's the gas that makes our fertilizer, that makes our food. So fossil fuel constraints are here and they're real. We need to cut greenhouse gas emissions. I showed you before the amount of fertilizer we're using. We're on track to double nitrogen use, but nitrogen use creates nitrous oxide. And that's a greenhouse gas 300 times more potent than carbon dioxide. And if we double nitrogen use and we double nitrous oxide emissions, it's going to be very, very difficult to meet our targets in terms of greenhouse gas emissions. So somehow we've got to square that circle. We've got to produce more food, but we've got to try and do it with less energy input and less greenhouse gas, fewer greenhouse gas emissions. We need to stop habitat loss and the massive extinction that we've triggered. We're currently in the fastest extinction event ever triggered by a predator species. That predator species is us. We're running out of time. 2 minutes? That predator species is us. And the way we extinguish those other species is by expanding the amount of the earth that we use to grow food crops and fuel crops now, and to cut timber and to mine our resources, and by destroying the habitat of those other species. We probably need to stop and actually pull back, and we cannot use more of the earth and hope to slow the extinction event that we've triggered. We need to stabilize topsoil depletion and farmland loss. If sustainability means anything, it means protecting topsoil. We can pretend that we have substitutes for petroleum. We cannot pretend we have substitutes for topsoil. Our food system as it stands right now is massively unsustainable, and it's drawing down our topsoil base. Next one, please. So this is the same list, but it's all in one place, so we can just sort of look at it one more time. Ahead of us is the project to adapt, prepare for climate change, to feed billions more people, to take care of massive unsustainability in the system, to deal with water constraints and fuel constraints, to cut emissions from agriculture. And on top of all of those challenges, in a food system that isn't currently even keeping up to growing demand, on top of all of that, the Agrofuels scheme wants to bring on a massive new demand and to divert a lot of that food that's already in very, very short supply into the fuel system. That's what I mean when I conclude that agrofuels are simply impossible. There isn't the surplus capacity in the global food system to do it.